First of all, I mean, it's only obviously golden joysticks quite recently. How are we feeling about the big win?
Thank you. Yeah, it's staring at me right now. Put it in front of the TV, so if I ever feel sad about myself, I can just in my pajamas look over, going, "Oh, I won that."
Nice and shiny.
It needs a polish actually. It's a bit grubby
Already.
Grubby girly. What can I say?
Also, you were passing it around for everyone to hold.
Yeah. I'll blame Ben Starr for that. He probably got it grubby.
Let's start off by talking about Jingle Jam and Water and all the work that you do. So why did you decide to participate in Jingle Jam? Why do you think it's an important thing for you to be involved in?
Well, we have been working with War Child for a little while now. You've been donating.
I checked my emails earlier. I first found out about War Child 11 years ago. Like in 2014, I already had emails from them and I wanted to support them because I did a degree in psychology, and this sounds like a roundabout story, but I promise it relates. But I was either going to go into acting or therapy for war-affected children. And so when I went into acting, I was like, well, I've got to support the other cause somehow, and War Child is perfect for that. So then when we did a small fundraiser for War Child at London Comic Con last year, and we donated like 1,000 something from what our fans, because we did a raffle for a Shadowheart jacket, and it went down really well. And when we donated the money to War Child, they reached out to us and said, thank you for your generous contribution, and here is a midterm report of where the money is going. And we were like, wow, you guys are legit. Like, that is so cool that first you thanked us, reached out to us, and secondly that you were like, yeah, here are the receipts, this is where the money's going, which
we loved. We love a bit of transparency.
Yeah, brilliant way.
And then we got to meeting them and meeting some of the team, and we just thought, oh my god, these are incredible people, and finding out more and more about the work they do, especially at this point. They're doing amazing work in Gaza at the moment, and I think they've reached 180,000 kids affected by the war, and I just feel like now is the time to really be working with them, and Jingle Jam is just a wonderful way to do that, and
find a way to meet fundraising and gaming,
and it's been
a perfect way to do that.
Such a wonderful thing for a long time. I think they've been going for how long now? Years, many years, and they've raised like over 27 million for charity, so across the world, charities across the world. So we were like, yeah, cool, let's absolutely be a part of that and do some good before Christmas.
It's also really cool because once we said on our stream we're going to be part of Jingle Jam, our stream viewers were like, oh my god, yeah, Jingle Jam, yours cast, and we were like, oh okay, cool,
brilliant,
like, guess you we made the right choice. So yeah, because they're already established audience and they're doing this every year. It's just it was a no-brainer. It's perfect combination of everything for us to work with these guys for that.
Yeah, cool. I mean, you talked a little bit about how kind of marrying sort of gaming and doing good. I wonder if you could just talk a little bit more about that, about how video games can kind of be this conduit for change. Obviously, specifically with War Child, but even kind of broader than that.
Absolutely. I mean, the video games industry is absolutely ginormous now. I think it's bigger than TV, film and music combined. So there's absolutely an audience there, and from what we've experienced, I mean, we have quite a specific community of a very, very neurodivergent actually community with a huge sense of justice. And even when they're not neurodivergent, they're all like fiercely kind and generous people. And I think it's just like it's just a no-brainer really to work with those incredibly kind people to do something good. So yeah, it's
I think also because video games, you don't passively watch video games like you would with film or TV. You're active in the game. You have to do something to progress, and a lot of the time it's you're fighting for something and for the right thing, and therefore the gaming audience are the perfect I keep saying perfect, but they are the people who want to get involved, who want to make a difference because their hobby is active in that way of of helping, and therefore when it comes to the real world, it's almost like a natural transition.
That's a really good way of thinking.
I know,
about
I
it.
just came up with that.
Love that.
Yeah.
Well done, babes.
And
I
also
love that.
when we emailed them, when we donated to War Child and they reached out to us, we said something like, hey, if you ever want to work together, like, let us know. This money was raised in just like one weekend at a convention. And then we got a response of someone called Jay, who used to work at War Child from the gaming department, who, when we then met him, he was like, yep. I was like, no, let me handle this. I know who these two are. We absolutely must get back in touch with them. So it's the enthusiasm of people in the gaming audience as well.
Absolutely.
And how dedicated and passionate people are, because it's so proactive as opposed to passive viewing.
Do you think that that's something that's been kind of coming more to the forefront in kind of more recent games, the sort of idea of kind of social justice and consciousness kind of being more sort of part of DNA of more recent offerings?
I feel like social justice has always been like Star Wars films, like it's always been a big subject. It's just packaged in different ways. It's always the fight of good against evil, same with Lord of the Rings. So I don't necessarily think it is
a new thing.
Yeah, I think it's always existed. We're just finding new ways to tell those stories. Maybe we're getting a bit more intricate and detailed with it and a bit more intersectional with it. But I think ultimately, like, regardless of identity politics, everybody wants to do the right thing. Majority of people want to do the right thing.
We hope.
There are some psychopaths out there, but they're very rare. Everyone wants to do the right thing. Everybody wants to help. And I think, you know, charity and things like War Child is
an undeniable, like, good thing that, you know, you're wanting. I mean, we found out, we've just checked, 473 million children are affected by war. And today, and that's the most since World War II. And
is it, like, it's 1 in 5 of all children are affected by conflict.
That is crazy.
20% of all children.
So
everyone can unite and want to do something about that.
Exactly.
Sorry, I interrupted.
You did. No, I'm joking.
What were you gonna say?
I will seek revenge later. No. I lost my train of thought now. But, you know, I think, like, who doesn't want to help with that? And it's so hard at the moment. Like when you go on social media, it's so easy to feel helpless and kind of a bit redundant and useless, because you're like, well, I'm just a little of me, what can I do? And events like Jingle Jam are just wonderful at going, great, you've got that energy, let's do something with that, let's focus that. And it feels so good to be able to help, to be able to take part in something, and also have fun and you know, get video games and enjoy streams and, you know, do wonderful things around it and feel Christmassy while doing it. It's perfect.
Absolutely. And also I wanted to add to that, there's the community feel to it. I think that's what separates it from other charity events or charity drives, is that it's not just donate from home and
off you pop.
This is participate, be involved, come watch a stream, come be part of the chat, come enjoy yourself. And also, while we're doing this with this big community, let's create change that's important. Let's help people who need it. Let's help children who need it, or all the other charities.
So if we talk just a little bit more about the stream itself specifically, was it always the plan to play Clair Obscur, or was there any sort of back and forth discussion about which game would be perfect?
I think it was always just going to be Clair Obscur, wasn't it? I think because we knew we wanted to get another cast member involved. So and it was very natural. We always said that like Ben is a mate of ours, and we always wanted Ben Starr, and we always wanted to involve him. So we were just like, yeah, brilliant, what a wonderful thing to do. And also it's very current right now, and people seem to really bloody love it,
especially with the Game Awards coming up, award season, having just won the Golden Joystick for it. It was perfect, because the other game that we stream is Baldur's Gate, and we've been streaming that for 2 years.
And we have not finished.
Not as current.
Neither have I, and I've got over 100 hours in it.
Impressive, Owen. Impressive.
Thank you. One of these days. I have to ask, what difficulty are we setting it at for Clair Obscur? Is it the specially created Jennifer English difficulty, or are we going to risk a harder one?
So in our playthrough at home, we kind of swap between the most difficult, is it expert and
expeditioner?
Yeah, but on the stream, because it's so distracting to have a giant chat going vroom 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 at all times, and we've got the computer in front of our face and then the TV behind and the mic in the way, so we do put it on easy mode. But we are completely capable. When I say we, I mean Aliona is completely capable. We call her Aliona Baranova
for a reason.
It's hot.
But also we can't, it takes a few goes with these fights on expedition or expert mode. So when we're streaming, we're like, okay, let's progress the story. Let's put it on story mode. That's what the audience is here for. So, and we have to do it on Jennifer English Memorial mode. Yeah. It was made for you, so got to do it. It's got to be done.
It's true. Can't deny it.
I don't know if Ben Starr will be picking up the controller at any point, but
we'll make him play for sure. Yeah. We'll put it on expert.
Will we?
Yeah. Just don't tell him.
But we have to change it as we're going.
Yeah, that's true.
He will notice.
No, just beforehand, just shove it up and be like, go.
Probably.
Like, Ben, this is the easiest difficulty. I don't know what the problem is.
What's your problem? Why aren't you doing it right?
Now, obviously, we hear you're going to be auctioning off some Baldur's Gate goodies during the stream. I don't know if you can tell us a little bit about that.
I think we're also going to have some Clair Obscur ones, right?
Yeah.
We've got some.
We've got some. So yeah, we received these wonderful gifts from the community, and we also have a really small flat in London, and we, as much as we want to have everything on display and make it into a Baldur's Gate 3 / Clair Obscur house museum, like a lot of them, we kind of rotate them out on our little display case, but a lot of them were sitting in the cupboard for a little while, and we thought, why not use this for good?
Yeah, we can share it.
We can share this, and there's some beautiful gifts that we've been given, and we want to be able to do something good with those, and not just keep them to ourselves selfishly as much as we want to. And there are some things where we were like, but I want to keep that owlbear so much. But we thought instead we'll make some money for charity.
We're very grateful for the wonderful, thoughtful, some of them really impressive gifts that fans of the games have given us over the years when we've been going to conventions. But some of them also, we have duplicates of some stuff. So it's really great to go, well, we have so much of this, but we know this community would also enjoy this.
Yeah.
So why not give people the opportunity to own it themselves? Why not share?
And we're really grateful to Warchild for helping with that. They've been absolutely MVPs.
We bought them 5 bags, I think. 6. Yeah. We bought them a lot, a car full of stuff to be like, here you go.
Oh, wow.
There were slight tears in George's eyes, but we did okay.
I have to ask a little bit about Tides of Annihilation, of course. If there's anything you can tell us about that, how is it playing protagonist and antagonist opposite each other?
So we haven't really done too much recording yet, so we're just so excited to see what they have in store. I mean, the stuff we've done and the trailers we've seen as well, we're like, oh, this is cool.
It's beautiful.
And we've never played a hack and slash before.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting to work in a new kind of genre of gameplay, and to see that. But yeah, the visuals are stunning.
The team are really cooking with it, and they've been working hard for a long time as well. So seeing the result of that, what is coming out of what they've been up to, we're like, oh, that's why you're so busy and working so hard on this day, and I understand now. But for us, it was like when they first approached you for the role, from the get-go, the visuals were stunning.
Yeah,
they were so cool. And then a couple months later, when they asked me to audition for it, and I was like, wait a minute, isn't this oh my god, it is. And I had this incredible scene that Jen had recorded, so I already kind of knew who was playing the other role, and I was like, oh my god, I really hope I get this would be so cool. So of all the roles I've ever auditioned for, I have to say I'm so happy this is the one I booked. So yeah, we're just really excited about it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to doing more with them.
Yeah.
You have dinner with the team this week. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
I'm not here, otherwise I would also be there.
And you had no idea that it was the same project that Jennifer was already involved with when you went to audition for it?
No, not at the beginning. When it was first emailed to me, I'm like, oh, great, an audition. And it was something like my agents didn't put me up for the role. The company, the developers reached out to my agents for me to audition. I was like, oh, look at me being chosen to audition for something my agents didn't even submit me for. Amazing. And then when I looked into it and like opened up the documents and files, I was like, wait a second. I know exactly what this is. And then I felt really honored because I was like, oh, wow, they're like interested in me auditioning because Jen is in it, and like I'm one of their, because I think they had like a short list of people they saw for this role. And we have a friend who also auditioned who I respect her work so much.
She's amazing.
And the very first thing she did when she met Jen was say, I auditioned for that role and your girlfriend got it. But I'm happy for you.
But you were just right for it. It was really wonderful to see your work in the studio, and I really hope we get to do some bits together.
Yeah,
that would be nice. That's the goal.
We've already kind of said to them, like, we are available if you want us to record.
We're usually available at the same time.
Yeah.
we do spend somewhat amount of time together. Yeah.
But it's another dark fantasy kind of entry on your CVs for both of you. Do you find that that's something that you're really like attracted to, that sort of genre?
I have been a fantasy girly since I was a kid, and like, you know, even just in my own like playing by myself as like outside as a child, like I grew up in the middle of nowhere, and it was just, I was very much like fairies. Everything was fairies and princesses and dragons, and I just feel like my inner 6-year-old is absolutely thrilled with my career. Like I just love it. I'm doing Soul Frame, and I am playing a fairy empress, and I'm not joking when I say it's a dream role. Like, I was a like Galadriel girly. I was you know, it was just it just makes me very happy.
You posted that photo of you when you were like 11 or 14 playing a
14
fairy?
Yeah, I played first fairy actually in Midsummer Night's Dream.
My dad absolutely loves Lord of the Rings, so exposed me to Lord of the Rings when I was a kid, so grew up on it, and then have always been a big fan of Arwen. Liv Tyler, and when we met her at a convention, we were so starstruck. We had an amazing time talking to her.
She is so kind and
so
ethereal.
Yeah, she's such an elf. And then we had a photo taken with her, and at home above our TV we have like the mantelpiece of all of our friends and family, photos of all of our friends and family, and then us and Liv Tyler. She belongs in our pride and joy with all friends, family, and Liv Tyler. So yeah, we're big into fantasy. Who isn't? I'm sure there are people.
Lots of people.
But they're wrong. They're wrong.
Not in this community.
Keeping it on the fairies a little bit, at least. The obviously Tides very much based in kind of Arthurian legend. Are there any sort of favorite kind of tales from that like stick out to you, or any that specifically influence the game that you can talk about?
I freaking love that Mordred is gender flipped. I love that, and I didn't get that at first. Actually, when the trailer went out or the gameplay went out, and they emailed us to say, "Can you announce that you're in the game?" We're like, "Whoa, okay, that's like you don't normally do that. You usually keep it under wraps that it's you." Once I posted online that I was playing Mordred, I got, and I really probably should have known this, but I then started to get tweets at me saying, "That's so cool that she's been gender flipped," and I was like, "She has? Oh, that's cool. I knew that." And quickly went on the Wikipedia page. I was like, "Oh yeah, Mordred. Mordred's a woman's name, is it not?"
Yeah. No, well, it can be.
Both?
It can be. Hang on. I just
what are you? Oh, Jen's double checking.
I'm just checking something. So
I'm trying to remember the Merlin TV show now.
Oh, the Merlin TV show. Oh my God, love that. I really love all of that kind of thing, and one thing I really recommend is the Mabinogion, which is like the old Welsh tales, but also I remember my friend Ben Askew, he wrote a play called Lady of the Lake, which they premiered up in Theatre by the Lake, and I think they set it all all Theatre by the Lake, Lady of the Lake, and they set it all up in Cumbria, I do believe. And I just love that, and I love Tim Downey's work on his podcast. Massive shout out to Tim Downey. And yeah, all of those, like, is it Folklands?
I think so. Folklands podcast.
That's really bad, but
Maybe.
But yeah, like,
Folk
but
something.
I love all of that kind of like English folklore, and there's an amazing book called Folk. I can't remember the name of the author, but if you just Google folk novel, that is fantastic, and like kind of reworks a lot of like the old folk tales of yore. Yeah, I love nerding out to that.
So classy and cultured, and I like Quest for Camelot.
That too,
because it has
That
a two-headed dragon and a falcon.
I like dragons.
I like dragons.
Pete's dragon.
She's really cool in the film. The film is just really cool. But yeah, books. Yeah,
Books,
actual,
Mabinogion, and also Quest for Camelot.
actual cultured stuff. That too. But
Black
Quest
Cauldron.
for Camelot.
I'd say it's cultured stuff. I mean, I was just going to say Green Knight because I like Dev Patel. You know,
Green Knight is great. I also love you not.
I know. I need
Love
to.
Dev Patel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really cool. Keep trying
It's
not to
beautiful.
swear. Actually, talking about stream, I realised probably could have mentioned Tides of Annihilation links back to our stream, because one of the reason the team making it sort of shortlisted me as one of the people to audition for it is because they were aware of me because of the stream.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah.
We're always surprised when
Oh.
people watch our streams that like are in our industry, and there was something like we spoke about it on our stream, how excited we were, and then we got a message the next day of like, oh, thank you so much for talking about it on your
On the stream,
stream.
we were like,
We were like, oh, wow, you watch us,
That's
okay.
for you.
There's few people who watch our streams that were like, oh wow,
Yeah.
we were just relaxing on our sofa being ourselves.
Yeah, it's a very our streams, for anyone who hasn't watched it, like they're very we both have raging ADHD, and they're usually a little bit chaotic. They're certainly not professional in any way at all.
We welcome backseat gaming because we are not professional
we
gamers.
love a bit of backseat gaming, but that's why we started in the first place, is because we weren't at that point gamers. We're now completely converted, but we wanted to play Baldur's Gate 3 but just didn't know where to start, so we were like, great, we'll have a few people come and help us, and those few people turned into quite a few people.
Because we were at the beginning when Baldur's Gate came out, I was getting a lot of tweets because Jen's not on Twitter, but I've become the sort of messenger for Jen, and so people were like, are you two going to play it? Is Jen going to play it? And we're like, we'd love to, we're just not gamers, we don't know how. And so everyone kept saying, well, if you stream it, we'll help you. And we're like, okay, yeah,
and bloody well do.
And now
still
we love it.
Yeah. And I'd call us gamers now.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
we game
a capital
regularly.
G, yeah.
With a capital G.
Pro gamers? No.
Absolutely not. Can I play Silksong? No.
Gamers.
But
yes.
gamers. I think you would enjoy Hollow Knight Silksong.
I really want to play.
For sure. And I can play Hades. I have to be on God mode, but I can do that.
Is that the accessible mode?
Yeah.
Love that. That's good.
Easy modes are important for accessibility and incompetence.
I'm a whole gaming journalist, and I had to turn down the difficulty on Ghost of Yate the other day to do a boss fight. So whatever the skill level.
No shame here.
It's for your enjoyment. There's no shame.
Yeah, exactly.
If there had to be the first ever game from Aliona and Jennifer Studios, or Jennifer and Aliona, whichever ones you went with, what's the pitch for that? What's the genre? What's the platform? All of that.
One thing I know off the bat. Yeah, one thing I know off the bat is I know who we'd want to work with. Like, I would assemble a team of just the best of the best. There's so many. We're just, as we're going through this industry and growing in our careers and getting to know more and more people, we're like, oh my god, you're amazing and you should produce and you would direct. Like Beth Park from Baldur's Gate, who I directed alongside the most in the 4 years we were making the game, would absolutely be the director, right?
No question. She's incredible.
And Jen Yen, she wrote Expedition 33 with Guillaume, would be the writer.
Yeah.
I already know like who we would be using. Vritka would be the mocap technician.
Oh, of course.
It would be performance capture For sure.
Oh, 1,000% performance capture and facial capture.
Yeah.
Please, I love that.
Because the way games are made, sometimes budget-wise, there's constraints, or time-wise, someone else will do the mocap. Like this has happened on Baldur's Gate, on Clair, Obscur, and on games that I've been, like, I would have loved to have done my own mocap on Cyberpunk. I actually reached out to them years before it got cast to say, hey, I would do mocap. Can I be a mocap performer for you? Never heard back from them. But then it got cast in the DLC, so that's okay.
Yeah.
So if we were to make something, we would love to do the performance capture ourselves. Sorry.
And Aliona, I would love to do. I do a lot of fantasy, so therefore I'd like to pivot more into the kind of sci-fi world. Like I love what James Cameron did with Avatar. We're watching at the moment the behind the scenes documentary on that, so something along those lines, that kind of level of performance capture with swimming, because I love swimming. Mermaids.
Science fiction mermaids.
Sci-fi mermaids.
Here you have it.
Gay sci-fi mermaids.
You would.
There's the title as well.
Yeah, and I would like to play
Jen
the
would be the
villain.
villain.
And it would, yeah, and I think also with like a solar punk twist, because Aliona got me really big into the idea of solar punk
as a genre. I love it.
Yeah, so yeah, very Avatar-y.
Do you know what solar punk is, Owen?
I do. I have, bring up my sister again. She used to have this big art book that had like a lot of sci-fi stuff in it, and like there was a whole section devoted to solar punk.
Love that.
Love it.
So I know all the punks.
I think it is a genre that we need to explore more. I'd love to see more of it in media. Yeah.
And for me, it would be turn-based, because I'm a turn-based RPG girly, and also
With the parry system, though.
With the parry system for Aliona, and also a lot of fighting, because I really like murdering.
That's why you're playing the villain, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I want to play. I want to play the villain.
I want to see Jen play a villain so bad.
Yeah, I want more villains. That's what I'm manifesting for 2026 as we talk about charity.